why Jupiter is debilitated there. Because the king is not powerful there. The sun is not powerful in Capricorn. There's no law in the jungle. Remember, law of the jungle is, you know, the strongest tiger wins. It's not the golden rule in the jungle. He who has the gold rules? No. He who has strength rules in the jungle. You know, the king comes there and they stab him, roast him, and eat him, right? Okay? That's why the sun is debilitated in Libra, because Saturn is exalted there. Libra is the open marketplace where all the low-class people are selling their handicrafts. It's real colorful, everyone's playing music, wearing clothes like Ingmar, you know, color. Libra is very social and fun. Saturn's exalted there because the workers going like, you know, chai, 50 cents, yeah, you know. The workers are talking and having fun and selling things. And here comes the king and everybody's throwing stuff at him. You know, so there's reasons why the planets are exalted and debilitated in certain signs. Because of what those signs rule is why it happens. Jupiter wants to preach, and nobody cares about it in the jungle, so he's debilitated there. Right? Mars is exalted there, because you know why? Lock and load. He works for the king, and he kills everybody in the jungle. So when Mars is in Capricorn, he's like, yes, it's a fighting day. I got a full gun. I feel good. You know, that's Mars. Okay? These are the personalities of the planets. All right. So, back to the moon. The moon is soft, doesn't harm anyone, it's never dangerous, it can only be afflicted. And it represents your inner juice, your life, in the soft sense. The moon and sun both are your life, but there's two different sides to your life, the feminine and the male. So, when we afflict our feminine side, and the moon is afflicted, that's the mind and emotions and how you are protected. An afflicted moon person feels unprotected. Right? That's why it comes back around to the mother issues. Abandonment, rape, malnutrition. These are all afflicted moon things a lot. You know? Said in the Vedas, the moon gives the taste in fruits and vegetables. It's such a caring, loving vibration. It's the final touch on a lot of life. It's the beauty that makes things finally good. It makes an apple edible rather than full of worms. You know, the moon is the thing that makes things really alive and nice. Okay, it's the juice. Right? Sun, moon, Mars. So life protects itself. Everything runs for its life. Everything fights when cornered. Except ostriches. Anyway, so Mars is next, and Mars, he serves the sun and moon, and he listens to Jupiter, and that's it. Got it? Mars serves the sun and moon, but he listens to Jupiter, and he listens to the sun. Okay? He respects the moon, because that's the queen. He's debilitated in her bedroom because she says, no guns in here. Leave your guns outside. So he goes into her room and he says, hello, your majesty. He likes her, it's great, but her room is all white. It's full of lace and fine things. It's very nice. So he has to wipe his feet. He has to leave his guns outside, kind of wipes off the sweat, neatens up his hair, goes in, hello, your majesty. But he's debilitated there. He's not actually himself. He's bowing and stuff. It's not his nature. When he goes outside, he's like, well, that's over with. Puts all his weapons back on, walks down the hall feeling really good again. Okay? So, there's reasons why they're debilitated and exalted. It helps you to understand their natures. Right? Now, okay, I guess I'll keep going with that. So moon, Mars, Mercury. Mercury is the son of the king. It's called the Yuvaraj. This is a very important concept in Veda. Yuvaraj. Okay, this is the source of the word youth. Yuvaraj means the young king or the prince. Who will be the king? Yuvaraj. It means the crowned prince. Like Prince Charles is the Yuvaraj. The Yuvaraj is a very important person in Vedic culture. He's the messenger for the king. The son of the king is the messenger for the king. He goes to other kings to deliver messages, and he brings the messages back. He speaks for his father, and then he comes back and speaks for the other king. He carries messages. So Mercury is always close to the sun, hovering right around it. Mercury draws its power from its closeness to the sun. Mercury, therefore, likes to be close to power. It'll always run back to power, too. If you attack it, it runs back home. Because it's itself not grown up. It's young, foolish, influenceable messenger. Very important to understand Mercury's nature. It does not have real strength. It has a portfolio and a set of actions, but they're so mutable that it's highly afflictable, changeable. It's called, it's the most mutable planet there is. It's really a reflector. You see, Mercury rules things like mirrors because it transmits a message, right? It doesn't care what. Wires carry message. It doesn't care what. You can film with that camera. This lecture, pornography, the outdoors, the indoors, the camera doesn't care. It just moves the message. So advertising is a real mercurial thing. Because you can hire an advertising agency to advertise anything. They don't care, right? And one problem with our modern culture is that lawyers have become mercurial. They don't care who they serve sometimes. That's not good. Lawyers are ruled by Jupiter. They should have opinions. They should have a strong opinion. There should be no such thing as a lawyer.